We've got a bunch of good videos for you today on this episode of Voice of Freedom. Let's go ahead and check out the first one. This coming from Portland, Oregon. If you were wondering if federal agents were necessary in Portland because the leadership there is telling you they're not necessary, all you need to do is watch this video.
They're not letting her through. This lady right here saying it's illegal for her to be coming through here. The police are stepping in.
Oh my goodness. You won't be able to get... She hit a pedestrian. If you do not arrest this woman, you are complicit with this fucking administration. She's scaring me. She hit a pedestrian. Are you going to arrest her or are you going to continue to complicit with this bullshit administration?
This is wild right now. You have the police going. You have these guys mad at me for filming this. This lady's crying.
I can't hear you. I'm so scared. I feel red. Oh, you're so scared. You're so fucking scared. Why are you doing this shit?
The police in Portland have no control. It is more likely that the lady driving the car will get arrested and taken in than any of these Antifa members who are completely blocking the road. Now, I don't know the intricacies of this particular event. Maybe they have some sort of a permit to be there and block off the road, but you can clearly see it's completely out of control. And this is why Donald Trump has sent federal agents there. It looks like Donald Trump may have finally broken Bernie Sanders. Check this out.
Senator, you've served in Congress and then the Senate, and you served through a number of different administrations with different presidents. And I've covered a number of shutdowns. I've never seen a president during a shutdown kind of gloating about the ability to punish people or to take stuff away from people in states that didn't vote for him. Have you seen that before?
No, of course we haven't. You know, Chris, we are living in an unprecedentedly dangerous moment. Maybe the worst crisis in America, literally, since the Civil War. You have a president who is acting unconstitutionally and illegally. Guess what? These projects have been appropriated.
Yes.
They were signed by a president. It is illegal to rescind them. And then basically to say to people in Vermont, in New York, in California, oh, you didn't vote for Donald Trump? Well, we're going to take away funding that was supposed to go to your state. Illegal, outrageous, unconstitutional.
Bernie Sanders might seem like a nice old guy, but his policies are terrible. They always have been. He hasn't lifted anyone out of poverty. He hasn't created one job. I don't even think he's held one real job himself, anything outside of politics. And now he's saying what's going on is the worst crisis in America. I mean, come on. I'm not sure if there's a program on Netflix right now that's not grooming children. We just keep getting one after the next. And this time it's strawberry shortcake, berry in the big city. Check this out.
Correct response. Like cotton candy clouds floating in a blue sky, Banafi will slide that runway. Banafi, tell us why you chose this delicious dress.
As a transberry, I love living out loud as my most authentic self. And I wanted to dress as bold and unique as I am, which, let's face it, is a tall order.
If you agree with this insanity, please take a step back and ask yourself this question. If somebody wants to be a transgender drag queen, fine, do that. Have your life the way you want it. But why are we promoting this to toddlers and children who are 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 years old? That is called grooming. Whether you agree with it or not, you are trying to groom them to believe and follow a particular ideology. And Netflix, man, it just seems like every program they have on there for kids, they shove something in there like this, and there's no limit to how far they'll go with it. Check out this clip. MSNBC, The Morning Joe Show, they are about to get schooled on how Israel is handling this war with Gaza. I'm not saying everyone's being perfect, but it is without a doubt that Israel is the most criticized country on this planet when it comes to handling war and conflict, and other countries do not face the same level of scrutiny. Check this out.
2,200 American servicemen killed at Pearl Harbor. We go on to kill 3.5 million Japanese, including 100,000 in one night. 2,800 Americans in 9/11. We go on to kill 400,000 people in Afghanistan and Iraq. We weren't accused of genocide. You had, if Mexico had elected a jihadist cartel to run their country, and then they incurred into Texas, and on a per capita basis killed 35,000 people, or the population of the University of Texas, and on the way back took the freshman class at SMU hostage and hid them under tunnels, what would we do? It'd be the great Sonora radioactive parking lot. But Jews are not allowed, and Israel is not allowed to prosecute a war. And they are prosecuting a war more humanely than we have done. The ratio of combatants to civilians is, of civilian death to combatant mortality is lower than it was in Mosul, lower than it was in Japan, lower than it was in Germany. So there's just a different standard for Jews in Israel when it comes to prosecuting a war. They're allowed to fight back to a truce, but unlike America or any other Western nation that has attacked this viciously, they're not allowed to win a war. It's a double standard.
Dead silence at the end. There is no answer for that. And if anyone leaves their bias at the door, they would agree with this 100%. If any single country did to another country what was done to Israel by Hamas, nobody would be saying anything. Check out this video clip if you were wondering if we really do have drug smuggling problems going on in the United States of America. I mean, right now, under the rule of Donald Trump and the military, we are taking out drug smugglers and targets. Check this video out. It's not going to be one being taken out, but it's just evidence to show the world that we have a big issue. Watch this. Looks like the fish in those waters are going to be getting pretty high. That is a lot of drugs being thrown off board, and this is rampant. And if you think it's rampant now under the Biden administration, it was uncontrolled. They did nothing about it. There's a reason why people in America are dying to fentanyl and they're addicted to drugs. They're walking on the streets like zombies. It's because our inept administrations allow it to happen. And then when a president does do something about it, all you hear from the liberal lefty Democrat side is condemnation to the person who's finally doing something about this issue. A former Democrat congressional candidate decided to get in the way of ICE as they were performing operations, walking down a street, and ICE is not taking any of their business anymore. Check this out.
You gotta strut like you mean it. Free your mind. It's not enough just to dream it. Hey! Oh, come on.
It may seem like overkill, but it is about time that people start following the law and thinking that they aren't subject to it, that they can simply block law enforcement officers at will, go in front of their cars, block off streets, sit down in front of them without any consequences. Those days are over as long as we have common sense, strong leaders like Donald Trump.